That what was going through my brain. That is what was going through. That was what. Yeah. English. What's up, guys? It's your boy Zay, and I'm back at it again with the back at it again. Bow.
She give it to me anytime I want, and I love it when she throw it right back. I love it when you do me like that. You know I hear like a hi-hat. When you do me like that, when you do me like that, yeah. Baby, bend your back and then dig it. Bend your back and then dig it. Now you're deep in your feelings, yeah. Now you're all up in your feelings, you know I didn't mean it, but we can take a flight.
Alright, guys. I know. I've been gone for a hot minute. But I'm back. Wait. I won't say I'm back and I'm better because nothing really happened. Nothing was wrong with me. Hold upon them talking there. Nothing was wrong with me. I just didn't have time. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't have time. I was lazy and all them things, so it was better for me just to, take that time to myself and keep it moving. And when I was ready to come back, you feel me? Just how the thing them said, innit? You see me? Alright, but anyways, so as you guys can tell by the title, it's a story time. A long overdue story time. I asked you guys how long ago who wanted to, I gave you guys a list of videos on what I was gonna make, and the vote, this was one of the most voted videos, so here I am about to embarrass myself. I just burped. Ew, excuse me. Alright, so before I start the story, I'm gonna say this. Whoever knows the area I grew up in knows the basement floors are concrete. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so sorry, someone texted me. But yeah, so one day, my oldest sister's godbrother and his siblings came over with their mom. My sister was home. I was in the basement with my sister. Her godbrother comes downstairs. At the time, me and my sister were listening to soca music, dancehall music. Yeah. So we're in the basement. We're dancing. Boom! Out of nowhere, this song comes on.
She wanted. Yo. Stop. Brace you one pon the wall. Brace you one pon the wall.
And her godbrother decides to say, "Who wants to have a dance battle?" If you knew me as a kid, you knew that nobody could have chat for me. Well, still like that to this day. But you knew that nobody can have chat for me. So as soon as he said, "Who wants to have a dance battle?" I said, "I do." If you know me well and you know me well enough, you know that I can pelt waist like it's going out of style. I'm gonna insert some videos for y'all. I'm gonna insert some videos for you guys so you guys can see. There was no kid in Toronto, Trini kid in Toronto, that can outwine me. I swear. My nickname growing up was Carnival Baby. So that's how you know. You know what the Wagwans were. You know what the Wagwans were. So, and my friends can also attest to that. So, boom, we're in the basement, the song comes on. So we're dancing, and I was like, nah, I'm not out. I'm like, can you ever been in those shows where when there's a rivalry and they're like, oh, I need to do something better than this. I need to top that. That is what was going through my brain while I was dancing. So at the time, here's where the story gets interesting. At the time, my mom just bought a new kitchen table. So she took the old one. Our old kitchen table was glass. It was like a big, if you know what I'm talking about, those big circle tables, and it's literally just the stand for the table and glass. That's the table we had before. So me with my enough self said, I'm gonna stand on top of the table. I'm gonna stand on top of the table.
Are you alright? Like, are you alright? Are you alright?
So I climb on top of the table and I'm whining. My waist is going like my waist is going stupid. I'm whining. And I was like, then he's like, oh, look what I can do. I was like, okay. I was like, you can reverse your wine. I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, but can you reverse and move with the wine? So I don't know if I can still do it to this day, but at the time I could reverse my wine and move, and I was like, move my body with it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that now on the table. You're not gonna have chat from me. So I'm going. I get to the edge of the table now. And guys, I'm laughing at this now, but when this happened, I tell you, I promise you guys, it was not funny at all to anybody. I'm pretty sure it's funny to all of us now, but it was not funny at the time to anybody. So I get to the edge of the table, and the table wasn't screwed in, guys. The table, okay, wasn't like, if you know what kind of table I'm talking about, you know that the glass table has those things to stick it on. Those weren't screwed into the base. So I'm going, get to the edge of the table. Now the table said, what do you take me for? I look like I'm concrete? I look like I'm heavy? No, you weigh more than me, bud.
Don't fuck out in front of fucking company.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Don't fuck out in front of fucking company. Like,
guys, I can't do a backflip, but that day I did. That day I did. If you're asking what I mean by that, I mean the table flipped. The glass table flipped. I did a backflip, and because I don't know how to do a backflip, I hit the pipe for the furnace. I remember my foot hit that because my foot was in pain, and the table was pretty high up. Like, the table was a high enough table for me to hit that in the basement, and our ceilings were kind of low in the basement to begin with. So my foot hits that, and I fall on the concrete. My basement floor was concrete. I missed the deep freezer and the dryer by like 2 inches on each side. Like, it was dropped. The glass now did a delayed reaction. After I dropped, the glass fell on me and it shattered. The glass shattered. My sister and her godbrother were looking at me because they were telling me to come down. They're like, get down, Isaiah, get down, Isaiah, get down. But yeah, they looked at me and they didn't know what to say. They did not know what to say at all. Like, they were in so much shock because they just watched it all happen. It was like, what the fuck? Not my language. It was like, what the hell? Like, the table just dropped on, like, the table, I just did a backflip off the table and it dropped on me. So now, my mom and my aunt were like, what is that? They run downstairs to see me on the floor with glass shattered around me, and I'm crying. I'm bawling my eyes out. Like, screaming. I'm pretty sure, like, the neighbors probably were trying to figure out what the hell happened. I'm screaming. My mom and my sister godmother come downstairs and they're looking at me. And like, so my mom had on slippers, my sister's godmother didn't, so she came and helped me up. And she asked me what happened. I told her. I got in trouble, but my mom was more so worried that I was okay. So we saw that there was like a small cut in my finger. I was like, oh, I'm bleeding. My mom was like, okay, go get a band-aid. I put a band-aid on my finger. Thought my finger was good. Then, like, you know, so they cleaned it up. My godmother's shaking her head. You remember my godmother? My sister's godmother shaking her head at me. And she's like, this is how she did it. she looked. My sister's godmother's looking at me. She did this. By the way, she's Jamaican. Boy, if me was your mother, me not know what me would I do. Look at this. Look on this. Who sent you up there in the first place? Mind you, I wasn't getting in trouble. She was just asking, and I couldn't answer her. I couldn't answer her. Couldn't answer her. So after that, they were using a mop and stuff to clean up the glass, trying to get all the glass out off the floor. I don't think I was allowed to go back in the basement for a hot minute, if I remember correctly. I wasn't allowed in the basement by myself for a hot minute. So now, fast forward, my finger is cut open. Didn't know it cut so deep. I got stitches for it. So we're just chilling in the house. I was like, yo, I had the band-aid on for like a hot minute because like it would start bleeding out of nowhere randomly and shit. My finger felt like it felt like I had no feeling in my finger. Mind you, I'm in like kindergarten. Yeah, my finger would just randomly start bleeding out of nowhere. So my mom's like, one day she saw the band-aid was still on. It was this finger right here that I cut. Right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, like that little, the scars right there, and there's a little bump on my pinky. But yeah, that's where the table sliced open. Thank God it was nowhere else. But that's where the table sliced open. So after a while, my mom she's like, boy, take off the band-aid. So I was like, I take off the band-aid, and I was like, look, my finger, like all over here on my finger was discolored, like damn near white. Yeah. So my mom's like, we need to go to the doctors, obviously. So she called the doctors. We go there, and we're sitting down there, and this lady saw my pink. This lady saw that my hand was wrapped up in a like band-aid, and it was bleeding out. Like the band-aid was seeped in blood. She's looking at me, and she gave me candy. And my mom said, "You're lucky, because if I was her, I would. If she knew it." My mom said, "If I knew what she did, and I was her, I wouldn't give you any candy." When the lady, then obviously the lady's gonna ask my mom what I did. My mom told her, and she's like, "Oh, well, they're young." It was an old Italian lady. She's like, they're young. She's like, they're gonna do stuff like this. So get into the doctor's office now. He sees my pinky, and he was upset because this is the doctor that helped my mom give birth to me. He was upset. He's like, what'd you do? He's like, how? Time for the stitches now? If I told you guys, I don't remember how it felt. Nothing. I just remember having the stitches. And I was going around telling everybody, guys, look, I have stitches. Yo, moral of the story is, don't nuff up yourself. Hold your corner. Hold your corner. Cause look how I ended up. I mean, I'm having to get stitches in my freaking my hand. Cause I thought I was the dancehall king. Thought it was Magic Mike. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll leave all the information y'all need in the description box down below. And don't forget, I'm gonna be back at it again in the next video. Bow.